Welcome to Millennial Lens Vodcast.
I got dreams, man. I gotta get the dreams going.
That's right.
Are there any directors that you draw your influence from?
Oh man, I'm sorry. Like I feel like that's such a cliche thing to say, but oh god, I love that guy.
And this motel was like the definition of a roach motel, man. By the end of the night, there was like 20 different kinds of bugs in the room, just flying around. And we're like, all right, we gotta keep.
Yeah, I wanted to squeeze this in. How are you able to fund it? Is it out of pocket, or do you fundraise, or like
So
GoFundMe? Welcome to Millennial Lens Podcast.
So I do photography, stand up, I do all this creative stuff. And a lot of times people look down on something like that, kind of like you should pick one thing.
Right.
But I just like doing all these things. And so film, I've found a way to incorporate it all. So I just work. That's all I do. Like I don't have me time. Me time is this time because I'm so confident that if I keep this up, something will spark, and I'll create the me time. You know, there's plenty of time for me, like later on. I just gotta, I got dreams, man. I gotta get the dreams going.
That's right. You want to follow up on anything?
Are there any directors that you draw your influence from?
Oh man, Quentin Tarantino. I'm sorry, like I feel like that's such a cliche thing to say, but oh god, I love that guy.
It's true. You know?
I love everything about that dude, though. Like his filmmaking style, how he learned film, where he's from, like how he just looks at the world, like, and maybe he doesn't even do that because that's just through interviews and shit. I don't know the guy, but you know. But yeah, that guy, Robert Rodriguez, obviously is they're friends for a reason and stuff. But I mean, the Rebel Without a Crew, that book was huge inspiration. Like when I got into this whole thing, I mean, I'm pretty sure now that I'm saying this, I'm pretty sure everything I just said was in that book. No, but that guy's the master of, you know, he made a feature film in like 91, 92 on less than $10,000, which today that's more doable than it was back then.
Right.
Like this dude did that on film cameras, like cut it himself with scissors, like did that whole thing on less than $10,000, which is crazy. So my whole mentality is if that guy can do it back then with less stuff, anybody, I can do it now with less and more stuff. Like I mean, we're so lucky these days. I mean, we got a camera in our pocket right now. We could film a feature film out of your pocket right now.
Right.
That's a fact. I'm just saying. He didn't have that. So yeah, that's my dude. Robert, those two dudes. I love those guys.
You know, let me go back to where are you from? Tell us a little bit of your background.
I grew up in Long Beach. Yeah, I'm a Long Beach guy. Yeah, just did that whole thing to death, trouble, the whole everything, and then yeah, just really.
Where did you go to school?
Wilson.
I can't say I know where that is.
It's in Long Beach. No. Yeah, I went to Wilson. Graduated in 2001.
LBC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mom went to Long Beach Poly, so I'm all Long Beach. But I think around 24, we're just kind of over, just squandering around, trying to figure it out. You know,
Right.
I guess that's all part of figuring it out. But packed up, just went. I think I put down 3 months of money, like all my savings. I put 3 months down on an apartment in the middle of Minnesota in the middle of winter because I just wanted to just be completely alone and reset in the snow. I was like, where can I go? Where I just like literally like it was the coldest place at that time. I'd never been in this weather like that.
Oh.
Went out there and just stayed for 2 winters and then came back here and just picked up and started Babe Ruthing it out the park. You know, just trying to. Well, that's when I went back to school and just kind of got the whole thing on track and just kind of I just got goals. Finally had an idea of what I really wanted to do. And I mean, if you don't have a goal, there's nothing to work towards, you know? So that's really important in my life right now is to just set goals and just make sure that everything, if you have a track to run on, if you're running on the track, you're not doing anything wrong, you know? If you're on your track,
Right.
it's fine. You're gonna reach your destination somewhere.
Just
When
gotta,
you fall off the track, gotta figure some stuff out.
gotta keep going. Right.
Get a new little direction going, you know? Yeah. Track's pretty strong right now.
Nice.
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
On your track, what's your favorite role? Like you wear many hats, you know, which one's your niche? Like it's just,
Directing, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, like I said, I paint, do stand up. And I like all of it. I'm active in all of it. I think I'm decent at all of it. But the directing thing is just, it's the one place to where I can utilize all of those things and feel like I'm doing the one thing everybody says. Like, you choose one. It's like, oh, cool. Here's a painting, put it up on the wall. Like, I can make everything happen in a room, you know, and that's, so by far, directing that's my everything. I'd quit everything else if I could just do that. Like,
Yeah.
if I could pick
you.
one, that'd be, direction. But I hate editing. But you have to edit. I'm really good at it. I just hate it. But you have to, but I also hate other people working on my shit.
Oh, see, you gotta. It's that compromise. You have to make that compromise.
I know.
Okay, so I watched J Motel and the blue skies and that camera work, and it looked amazing. What camera were you using for that?
I think we shot that on the Red Weapon 8K package, I think. Yeah.
So
Too much.
Too
It's
much.
No,
it's
give
too
us
much.
more. No.
No. I mean, it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot of camera to take in. It's a lot of information for your computer to take in. Too. I actually broke a computer last year. Editing Jay. That was my first experience editing Red footage. So that was awesome. But Red. I mean, you can't beat the look. But damn, are those things pricey? We shot a music video on that thing too. And we upped some stuff on it, like just a little bit of upgrades, like batteries and memory cards and stuff. But man, memory cards, $1,000
for a
for a
oh
memory
man.
card. What? No,
Yikes.
can't do it, man. I'm just shooting Sony, man.
Sony.
No, Red is awesome, but it's just a lot. It's a lot of camera, dude. It's a lot.
So besides obviously the price for the Red, what are some other obstacles that you had when filming that?
Man. So we had a bigger actor come through that. We had 2 bigger actors for that one, so that was cool. But there was a lot of pressure because it was my first time. Like our guy Jay, our main dude, he's like the main reporter dude from Scandal, and we got him in for that day. So it was like my first like bigger full. You know, I mean, I'd done 2 things before with the crew, but this was like my first like star, like this guy. You know, like real. Just it was a real shoot. Like I don't know how to explain that, but it was cool. You know, we got this motel out in Sun Valley or whatever. We had a couple rooms for it. You know, it was just a cool experience. But it was really hot. These rooms were really small. I mean, couldn't do AC. You know, for sound.
Right.
I think when we did do AC, we blew a fuse like 3 times for the whole motel. Like we shut the whole thing off like 3 times. Yeah, I would say just the proximity of that, like the comfortability. I mean, money's everything, right? But if I had a little bit more money, I probably would have gotten another room, you know, just to have space. That was tough. By the end of the day, everybody's sweaty. Like everybody's just gross. You know, it's a long day. It's hot. We just need 2 more shots. And this motel was like the definition of a roach motel, man. By the end of the night, there was like 20 different kinds of bugs in the room just flying around. And we're like, all right, we gotta get out of here. Like, it was cool. I mean, yeah, I would say the only obstacle with Jay really was just dealing with the time, the heat, and the equipment, because we kept blowing fuses. And just trying to you really gotta get the shots. It's about, I guess the most important thing that day was getting the essential shots. I'd come by the end of 2 hours left in the day, I'd come to the conclusion that I couldn't get these 2 shots, or that I had to drop 2 shots. And so you just really got to make a choice at that point. If you are gonna half-ass those shots and make them work, I mean, make them work. I'm not gonna lie, it's half-ass, because you're gonna discount something, whether it's a light, whether you're gonna make the sound guy, like something's gonna be not up to par if you're just settling. So I made the decision just to get rid of it. I was like, oh, this can work with this, and it worked. And that was it. Yeah, I'd say that was the biggest obstacle. It was at the end of that day, because I just go back to that heat.
Yeah.
That word gets around.
Yeah, real quick. Because I mean, that top is that big, man. It's so small. Oh, the video. I was gonna tell him I was making a short circle with my hands, but they can see it.
So, love your close-up shots. They give like this nostalgia. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our lighting guy killed it on that too. Like, I really.
Yes, love it. Can you tell us a little bit about how that process was like?
That's just more me, I guess, like my style. I just have, like I said, I have a good crew to work with most of the time, so it helps my come out. But yeah, I just have a good crew. It's just my style. I like dark. I like gritty. I like to feel stuff. I want you to feel it. I mean, if I had my way, I mean, I'm a director, so essentially I should be able to make a silent film, and have you feel the same thing with words. So essentially, it was a silent film, like the whole thing. But
so what was the feeling you were trying to get from your audience?
I just wanted to creep people the hell out. I honestly just wanted you to feel just so uneasy in your chair. I was trying to tell the most twisted love story on the planet and make you feel as uncomfortable as everybody else was feeling in it. So, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Thank you. Can you just squeeze in how he funds it?
Yeah, I wanted to squeeze this in. How are you able to fund it? Is it out of pocket, or do you fundraise, or like GoFundMe?
Haven't done a GoFundMe yet. Haven't done any of those. Just because, kind of just waiting for the one. Like, I feel like I can't blow. Yeah, I can't blow it all on like a little project. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my people aren't going to donate once. But I just got lucky. I asked people, but I mean, Jay looks beautiful, but I mean, I called in a lot of favors. I think we did that thing for under $3,000. I mean, actors, SAG. I mean, it was SAG. I mean, we did everything for under $3,000. I mean, the Medicating video I did for $600. Like, I'm the master of no budget. That's my thing. I get off on that. Like, I get off on the no budget thing, because that's why I get to talk like I do and tell people not to make excuses, because they want to talk to me about budget. Well, here, I'll show you this that I did for $600. You're trying to come up with $5,000 to make something that's not even as complicated. So we got to talk here. You know what I mean? We got to figure this out. So yeah, I don't know. I'm broke, so I just hustle it up. That's just make it happen, man. There's a way. If you got a solid script, someone will pay. Someone will give you some money, a little bit. You only need, someone gives you $100. Ask someone else. Tell them you got $100. Someone else will go, oh, you got $100? Here's another 100. Now you got 200. Go to the next person. Hey, these people gave us 200. If someone else gives you money, someone else is probably going to give you money, because they see someone believes in it. It's you. You got to believe in it. Someone will hook you up. Someone will come along. I mean, I've been trying to make a feature for 3 years because of money. That's not an excuse. I got bigger. I got big plans. Like, I wanted to make it for $10,000, but it's gotten a little bigger than that. So money is unfortunate to play a role in some stuff, but for the most part, you can just do it. If you just, like, it comes with connections, man. You gotta don't burn those bridges, because we called in, we got that red camera for free for the whole weekend, So, and all the lights.
Wow.
So I mean, that was, we saved probably $3-4 right there, like, at least. So I mean, that comes back to those relationships. Yeah.
Let's go one quick question. Yeah? Okay. it's about script writing.
All right.
Are there any books that you recommend us read on to write treatments, scripts?
Nope. Not one book.
No
Read a
film
bunch
school?
of books. No, no, definitely. That was by far the best class I ever took. I took a summer school class on script writing. Had this paraplegic teacher at Santa Monica College who's dead now, and I forget his name, and I feel terrible for that. But this guy was a straight gangster. Like, this dude would just walk. He literally walked up to you, cussed at you, everything. Not in a bad way, but he literally came in and he's like, "Look, this is your job as a writer. You write. You're not a director today. You're not a producer. You're not this. You're not that." He's like, "You write." He's like, "You don't put this on the page. You do this." He's like, "You write to write. You write to write. You write to write." And like the stuff this guy burned in our heads. I mean, I read scripts now from like professionals, and I'm like, why is that there? Like, that's crazy. You know, like, I mean, simple things like scene direction and stuff. It's like, you're the writer. That's the biggest thing that he taught me. Just be the writer. Don't be an actor. Don't be a director. Don't be a lighting guy. Don't do anything. Just write. That's it. That's your job as a writer. You know, you're not supposed to tell people how to act. Like, oh, pan left. No. That's not your job. That's not your job. Interior. Fade in. That's it. No pan left. No fade outs. Unless it's the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be the writer. That was it. That was the best advice I ever got as the writing. Just don't do anything else but be the writer when you're writing.
Nice. Okay.
Wow. So thank you, Kyle Geller. Right? Geller.
Thank you guys
for sharing your experience about writing and filming Jay and going to college and how that helped you. How can our audience find you?
Easiest way, www.elprimobrand.com. On Instagram, elprimobrand or KY_GELLY. KY Jelly. I don't know what I'm saying. And, yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.